Where do you put your Quest 2 when you're done playing it? Do you leave it on your desk? Do you have a great VR stand? Do you leave it on the floor? Gosh, I hope not. Well, MerryHome has a solution that might be cool. Let's check this out. $60, but it's on sale for 30. I'm guessing that 30 is really the real price. They put it on 60 thinking you'll see 30 and be like, oh my gosh, it's half off. Because I can't imagine this thing's ever gonna be $60 and anyone's gonna buy it when it is. I gotta figure out a new home for those. Oh no, some assembly required. Looks like the stand is actually made of metal. I've been tricked before. Yes, it's metal. MerryHome. Some serious wall anchors. It's supposed to be a wall stand. I was wondering if they'd send you attachments if you wanted to make it a desk stand. Little evil, little demon, I don't know what the heck it is. Something. So this goes in here. Looks like they expect you to mount it to the wall with 3 screws, and those screws look like they're meant to go in the eye holes and the mouth holes.
Get up out of here with my eye hole.
So then they send you these extremely short little Allen bolts to hold the whole thing together. What? They don't send you an Allen wrench. They send you an Allen, no wrench. I mean, I guess if these things only need to be finger tightened, I guess that's gonna work, but that is, I've never seen that in my life on anything from any company. Is it possible that mine's just broken and didn't get the other half? Okay. Okay. Really earning that $60 price tag, aren't we? Don't even give you a whole damn Allen wrench. $60. Really finger tighten those Allens now. Can't believe I'm finger tightening this right now with the half an Allen wrench. Problem is, it's all metal, so you kind of need more torque than I'm getting using my 2 fingers. Well, I hope you don't want this thing to feel tight and solid because you're probably not gonna get that done with your half Allen wrench here. I feel like I need to get a pair of pliers and use my little Allen. I'm gonna have to go find a real Allen wrench. Okay, let's just keep going. So they did send this. Is this their idea of a, like if you want to put this on the edge of a bookshelf, instead of nailing it directly into the wall, you could hook this on here, tighten it onto a shelf, and then see how it does. I guess we can try that here on the desk. We'll make it a little easier to finish up this review that I'm sure is gonna just go super well at this point. Okay, well if that were the case, then we could put our little tiny little Allen screws in here, get them nice and finger tight, get them all ready to go. Is there instructions with this? Of course not, because who would need instructions? I just really want to see the instructions say, now finger tighten each bolt with half an Allen wrench. Because at least if it said, hey, it did contain a whole Allen at one point, I would know that my Allen wrench is a defect. This says that it includes the clamp clip for desk edge mount, the back plate, the handle stands, the VR device stand, the expansion screws. It makes no mention of including an Allen wrench at all. So maybe I was supposed to provide my own and somebody threw me half of one just in case. Well, it's nice and rickety as shit. 30 bucks well spent, boys, look at that. So your Quest is supposed to drop on here, and of course it doesn't f***ing fit, because why would it? Oh my God, this is a joke. If you don't have anything in your USB port, it will go in. All right, no, I guess it's the headphone port that was blocking me, my mistake. The nice thing is it's nice and flexible here in case you need to move it around at all. And then your controllers are supposed to go in here, but of course I have these thick ones on, so it's probably not gonna fit. Come here, stock controllers. And then your controllers are supposed to go slide into here and stay in, which they're shoving in your grip button the whole time, so that's totally fine, I'm sure. Interestingly, the ad showed that you could have a set of silicone grips on there. I think it's kind of far-fetched. I mean, I guess if you had silicone grips, if you put it in and let it rest on the grip button instead of trying to slide it forward in, sure. It seems to hold the headset surprisingly. It does one thing right. I see what they're going for. They were going for this like cute, fun little look when it's on the wall, kind of a conversation starter piece here. You got this little devil looking thing on the wall and you're like, oh, what's that? That's where I set my VR headset. But you only saw that if the VR headset wasn't on there. So I'll give them credit for at least making it all out of metal. That felt quality. But then you didn't give me anything to tighten it down with. So now it's just super wobbly and crappy, even though I've tighten these down as far as my little fingers can. The question that I'm wondering though, and I'm gonna have to go find an Allen wrench to answer it, which is super annoying. I feel like these Allen bolts are most of the way tight. The threads only go so far, so maybe you can't get this thing all the way tight. We'll find out. Let me be thorough and get an Allen wrench. Well, at least once you get your own Allen wrench, you can get all the bolts pretty tight, and the thing does feel a little more quality then. They have these rubber feet things that hold your controllers. They're all metal frame, but then they put a rubber coating and actually glue it on. So at least that stays on. There's no way in hell this thing's worth 60 bucks. It's not even worth 30 in my opinion. Weird choices were made, and it's kind of cute. It's kind of fun if you had it on your wall. If you had some sort of room that was themed like this and it fit in, sure. Weird choices. Look at this massive drywall hanger they give you. This is impressive. Look at the teeny tiny little screw that's gonna just barely go in there to hold it. I mean, it's drywall. You probably don't need a lot more, but just why these weird things? Maybe this was their first foray into Quest 2 accessories and it was just a bit of a fail. I don't know. I can't imagine who's gonna find this video. Maybe you somehow bought this thing and you came here trying to find out if you really were only supposed to have half an Allen wrench. maybe that's the case. I feel like that just kind of kills it. Like, what kind of attention to detail do you have where you don't even include the freaking tool? Like, give me no Allen wrench, don't give me half. If you give me none, at least I'll go find my own and do it right from the start. Give it one last attempt here and see if it goes on a little better. But really, now that everything's nice and tight, you can dodge the headphone port if you're careful. I mean to put a little pressure to get it in there right, but it's possible. It feels a little more quality now that it's stable. Somewhat stable. And if it was on your wall, it'd be pretty stable. It's all right, but if I had spent 30 bucks, I would feel like, wow, I shouldn't have done that. What do you think? Do you think, oh my gosh, you saw this and you thought it was the coolest thing ever? The look of it, the fact that you can hang your Quest on your wall, and the fact that it does hang the Quest up this way, because a lot of these things try to hang your Quest down this way, where dust and stuff or sunlight can get into the lenses. It offers a little bit of protection there too. So I'll give them credit for that, but I just do not see this as worth the cost. So I'd love to know what you think out there, and I want to say thank you for coming out and being here with me today, and I will see you in another reality. It actually lines up, the little eye holes are just right that I can look through them at the same time. You piece of crap. Oh wait, I can't take it apart with this. I gotta have this.